With your design and tender now locked in, it's time to start your DA process for council approval. First step is to meet your pre-construction administrator. They are the experts when it comes to this whole process and will guide you every step of the way to securing your development application. Your sales consultant will complete a handover with them and they will be in touch to get started. The time frame is determined by how quickly we receive your feedback and approval to our queries, or how many changes we receive regarding your plans and selections. When there are multiple changes, this process can take longer than expected. These changes may impact the time period your tender is held for and potentially lead to an extension of the tender expiry date if necessary. Due to this, it's crucial that you take the time to review all changes and make sure you're happy with your plans. Your pre-construction administrator will order your first set of preliminary plans. These plans will show you all of the items included in your tender. This will be the first time you see detailed plans and be able to see how your dream home will come to life. Preliminary plans will take approximately 2 weeks to arrive. Getting your first set of preliminary plans is very exciting. Please ensure you review every detail and that we have captured your vision perfectly. During this process, you can make any minor changes that may need to be made. More often than not, these changes are in your pre-construction administrator will review your requested changes and, if applicable, will send you a variation for the cost of the proposed changes for your review and consideration. It will take approximately 1 week to review the changes requested and raise a variation if necessary. Once you have approved your preliminary plans, our designer will prepare the submission plans for the development application required for council. Our designer will take 2 weeks to prepare the submission plans. Having received your submission plans, we can begin preparing everything needed for your submission to council. While your pre-construction administrator is gathering the remaining documents, such as basics, hydraulic engineering drawings, statement of environmental effects, and other documents to support your building permit application, one of our professional colour consultants will get in touch to start your colour selection process. The more you have thought about the style for your dream home, the easier this process will be. Get working on your mood boards now. Pinterest is a great place to start, and you can take a look at our Pinterest page for ideas. While selecting the colours of your new home is an exciting experience, we need to finalise the colours for the external part of the home as soon as possible, as the external selections form part of your development application. Please ensure you organise your appointment and confirm your selections with your colour consultant promptly. Despite the fact that a few things need to be done at this time, don't stress. They can all happen at the same time. During this part of the process, the town planner is preparing their report. The hydraulic engineer is working on their drawings, and you will be working closely with your colour consultant to select the colours for the exterior of your home. It will all come together at the end, and we will be ready for our designer to do one final check before we submit the DA application to council. It will take approximately 4 weeks to have all our documents finalised for submission. Upon receiving these submission plans, we ask you to check them thoroughly one last time, as once council approves these, it will be very difficult and time-consuming to have them amended. Also at this stage, your pre-construction administrator will issue you with your DA lodgement invoice. After receiving your signed submission plans and receipt of DA lodgement invoice, you can rest assured that we're ready to lodge. As soon as your pre-construction administrator lodges the development application with council, the official waiting game begins. Over the years, we have submitted hundreds of development applications, with approvals generally taking 10 to 12 weeks. During this time, you will receive frequent communication from your pre-construction administrator to ensure all is going smoothly with your application. The good news is, even while your DA is in council, there are still plenty of things to do to ensure we are on site as quickly as possible. In addition to you continuing to work with your colour consultant on your internal selections, we will schedule your appointments for you to meet with a tile consultant where you can choose the floor coverings and tiles to your wet areas, as well as meeting with our electrical consultants for lighting selections. We've done it! Your DA approval has now been received. From here, we can begin preparing our Construction Certificate, or CC. In order to complete the CC lodgement and construction plans, we need you to make sure you have finalised and signed off the internal colour selections, joinery, tiles and electrical. We will now have the final set of construction certificate, or CC, as you will hear it referred to by your pre-construction administrator. These will incorporate all conditions outlined in your DA approval as requested by Council. Construction plans can take up to 2 weeks to be completed. Your pre-construction administrator will be collecting all other documents required to submit your construction certificate to the private certifier. It involves structural engineers, levy and council bond payments, approval of the driveway and the homeowner's warranty. It can take 3 weeks to complete this step. Once we have your final construction plans, we will need you to review them one last time to ensure all the features you have requested have been incorporated. This is also when you will receive a building contract from your pre-construction administrator that outlines all costs associated with your dream home, allowing you to be confident in knowing exactly where you stand. Once we have received the signed building contract and construction plans back from you, we are now ready to lodge your construction certificate with the private certifier for approval. Approval can take up to 2 weeks. Congratulations! We have now received your CC approval for your dream home, and we are one step closer to starting your building journey. The last step before we can begin work on the site is for you to arrange for your home to be demolished. In the process of demolition, we will request an ACC, Authority to Commence Construction letter, from your financial institution and any service connection forms so that no problems arise when we are on site. Seeing your dream home come to life is now only a matter of meeting your new best friend, your site supervisor, and beginning the exciting new building process.